A very special guest all the way from Italy. It's my good friend Emilio Massari.
Hello.
And he's the founder, the designer, the maker, together with his wife, of these fabulous Cornerstone pedals. You might know the Gladio, you might know the Antique, and this is of course the newest edition. We'll talk about all of these pedals individually, but this is going to be just a short rundown of Emilio's history, and I just wanted you to get to know him, because it's always nicer to buy a pedal from somebody you know. Of course, we know all the big brands, but this is more special. It's not just because, let's say, Emilio and his wife make these pedals. They actually solder them, each individual one, but the quality is second to none. There's no shortcuts. It's only meant to be the best, and I think it is the best, depending on your taste, of course. These are not metal pedals. These are not delays. These are just very subtle pedals, and we will talk about them individually and just now in a short rundown. So
thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
It's a long introduction. Yeah, but we want to know a little bit more about you. So tell us where you live.
Yeah.
What's your history?
Okay, I live in the north of Italy.
In a place called?
Yeah, a place called Ispra on Lake Maggiore.
Oh, nice.
Really, really nice place. And I am an aerospace engineer. I studied engineering and obviously electronics.
So you are the rocket scientist.
Yeah, I can say that I am literally a rocket science. But this is not rocket science. I started making, the very first pedal just because I play guitar, so for my own use. And I started right after the university. I started making pedals because, it always fascinated me, the idea of creating something, make something from scratch that could work.
Yeah.
And, also the electronics to get paired together with the music is also a very interesting and fascinating subject. Knowing that the overdrive that we all love is just made with resistors and capacitors. This always fascinated me from the very beginning.
But what strikes me about your pedals is that they always go a little step further. And whether it's the Antique, with its variable mid range, or this with the extra added compressor, the extra added channel, this with the extra added clean, we'll go into that separately. But these pedals are, as I said, high quality. They're not cheap, and they're not supposed to be cheap, because this is a pedal you will keep for the rest of your life. So let's start with the idea that you told me yesterday. You always have a question before you make a pedal.
Yes, exactly. As I said before, making any pedal, before asking me how I make a pedal, I always ask myself, why should I make a pedal?
Another pedal in the sea of pedals that's out there.
Yeah. Nowadays there are just a lot of pedals in the market, so it's very important to ask myself, why should I put another pedal in these already crowded
arena?
Already crowded arena of pedals. The answer that I answer myself before developing the Gladio was because I wanted a pedal that just really can offer me that kind of touch sensitivity of an amplifier, of specific song that I like, and that kind of touch sensitivity that can cleans up, follow well, just even without touching the volume of the guitar, just following the right hand when you're picking.
What struck me because this is the pedal I heard first, is that it actually sounds like the player. It sounds transparent. You have a lot of opportunities, a lot of possibilities, because it has two channels. So you have your clean sound, which is unaffected, then the first channel, second channel, and then combined. So you have actually 4 sounds in this pedal. And tell me a little bit what your thoughts were on this pedal.
Well, the thought on this pedal is, as it's called, double preamp. It's not meant to replace the preamp of an amplifier, but it's called preamp because, overdrive that really seems like a preamp, it was just too long. This pretty much explains the core of this pedal, which is giving really the ability of having an overdrive that really follow the player and not vice versa. You can really plug display whatever the combination of the knobs you
set, yeah.
Yeah, you can have
it always
really,
works.
Yeah, it always works. You can really have a really nice sound.
Yeah, it sort of reminded me of, let's say, a good amp like, for instance, a Two-Rock, or it doesn't matter which setting, it will always sound great. It's just a matter of, do you want to go left a little bit? Do you want to go right a little bit?
Two-Rock is especially one of the amp brands that I always loved, and I always take as a reference, because I mean they made history.
Yeah. And they're based on, let's say, a 60s Fender, more or less. You own one of these amps?
Yes.
And that's what you use for testing, I understand.
I design pedals and I test pedals always on a 68 Bassman.
Yeah.
On 68 Bassman, yes.
Well, that's pretty nice.
This is my reference sound. Obviously, I try pedals on a number of different amps, but the 68 Bassman is just my platform, my reference sound.
Yeah.
My go-to sound for whatever.
Cool. We're gonna do or treat all these different pedals in separate videos. So for now we're gonna sign off, and if you want to know more about these pedals, just check them out on our website, or give us a call, or send us an email, or even a WhatsApp, and we will tell you all about them, because we love them. We sell them like crazy, and they are the last overdrive pedal you will ever need. Or in this case, but you will have to see the video on that. The aquarium is basically Jimi Hendrix in a box. I mean, this is of course more than that, but take a look at all the separate videos, and I'm quite sure you will buy one of them. Yeah. See you at the next video.
Bye bye.